Hello, lovelies. So, my meditation this morning circled around a thought that I wanted to share before we get into today's reading. And that was, what if the problem isn't that people don't understand us? What if the problem is that we're trying to be seen through filters that were never designed to recognize who we are? Sometimes we spend so much energy trying to explain ourselves, prove ourselves, or seek validation from people who they simply aren't capable of meeting us where we are. It, this is not because they're bad people. It's because they're viewing us through the lens of their own experiences, beliefs, wounds, and expectations. So as I was reflecting on this, my eyes landed as I was about to start our reading today on this box and the Latin, which actually says, I will either find a way or make one. And this added to my contemplating. If we can't find a way to be seen, are we being called to create a way to be seen? To stop shrinking ourselves to fit someone else's understanding and instead trust ourselves enough to show up authentically, even when not everyone understands us. So for today's reading, let's ask, where are we being invited to trust ourselves more deeply? Where are we being asked to stop seeking validation from people who cannot see us clearly? And how can we begin creating a path forward that honors who we truly are? So let's see what happens. So this is, again, a collective message. Take what resonates. What are we being invited to trust more deeply? Where are we being asked to stop seeking validation from people who can't see us clearly? And where are we, or how can we begin to create a path forward that honors who we truly are? All right. So, first off, where are we being invited to trust ourselves more deeply? And it's in following our passions and what lights us up. 234 on the clock when I say this, which is moving forward. We're being asked to trust that what lights us up is worth following. It's not necessarily what society tells us to follow, or your peers, or your friends, or your family, or your partner. But if it's true to you, if it's truly something that excites and lights you up, you're being asked and invited to trust that more deeply now, to allow that to be what ignites the manifestations you're trying to bring into your life moving forward. Now, where are we being asked to stop seeking validation from people who cannot see us clearly? This is the release. We're being asked to just release it. We'll never be able to stop or to avoid those people who won't understand us. And so we are being asked to release the need for it, to release that, well, the judgment that we hold within it, right? We judge ourselves based on how other people are perceiving us. And the spirit is asking us today, or spirit is asking us, the universe is asking us today to release that, in order to be able to follow this more clearly and more freely. We have to release the seeking of validation. And that's where it's not a matter of where, it's just to allow it to be. There's, in every aspect of your life, in every way it could potentially reflect on the filters that you have, is to when you do notice you're feeling the judgment, to acknowledge and allow the space to consider, maybe this isn't because of me, maybe this is because of where they're coming from, which allows them to see this part, but will never allow them to see the blind spots, right? You're the mirror to that, and they're the mirror of what is needing to be released. So whenever you're interacting with people, whatever you feel is a trigger or like in your face, to allow for that space to take pause and consider releasing it, as it's not yours to seek. You're following your passion, and allow that to be your truth. Now, how can we begin creating a path forward that honors who we truly are? Oh God, this is a give and receive. And I love this card right now because part of my meditation yesterday included the phrasing give and take. I don't like that, because when the idea of giving and taking, when you give, it's not being taken from you, you're offering it. And someone needs to be receiving of what you're offering. So here, the way to begin to create a path forward that honors who you truly are is to allow yourself to see that you're not to allow someone to take from you. It's to offer, and then to only receive what you need from that experience. This is also something that allows for the emotional recognition of who you were as a child. This following your path, following what lights you up, your what ignites you, is something you might have to remember as a child and go, what lit me up then? What got me excited? And when it came to, when I grow up, I'll understand this, or I'll see that, or I'll be able to do fill in the blank. And to allow right now for that to be what you're allowing to give and receive, is that emotional fulfillment. And so in order to honor who you truly are, you have to honor every part of who you were, allowing them, those parts of us that we suppress because we're living under the watchful eye of the theys and thems, the part of us that we've had to hide and not allow to be ignited. And that's why I love the fact that this is a page. The page is the youthful energy, that curious, that exploratory, that, oh my God, this is interesting. How do I follow this? This is where we have to tap into in order to find our way, in order to make a way. We have to follow our passions, allowing all aspects of ourselves to be felt and seen, and to give and receive, to allow yourself to receive the comfort in knowing that you're following your truth despite the judgments, and to release what no longer serves you, and to find the freedom in that release. The release is not, you're not letting go of anything here, you're letting it free. The judgment of others, you're coming to a place where you're realizing who you truly are, and allowing the old aspects to die and to rise anew. And so follow those passions, follow your fulfillment, give and receive the way you want to be able to experience your creativity, your inspiration, your abundance, what lights you up. Now, if you want more details on your personal experience, and or want to discuss more about this topic, please do reach out. Otherwise, I would love you to all have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we will see you in the next one.